Okay. How do you view Jesus?
Not here.
Not here.
Okay.
Where do you think he is today?
Nowhere. Okay.
Nowhere?
That's good. 2401.
Because after we're to make a movie, if you don't.
Oh,
if you
while
don't
I
mind.
eat. Thanks.
Sorry. What doubts would you have about Christianity? Just
None. I don't doubt anything. I believe this.
right. Well then, like, what is it that you don't believe? Like, what? I guess. What made you not believe in Christianity?
Scientific means or lack thereof.
Alright. Do you practice any type of faith or? Okay. Alright. Let
And
me
my
ask.
name tag is on here too. I hope you think this. Are you cutting?
Oh yeah, we'll edit. Don't worry. Don't worry.
It's not on there.
And do you think that, or how would you
Are you
respond?
saying you're going to go and ask people questions?
Don't worry. Okay. How would you respond to this?
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. Take it. Your deeds, or you just think that it's just non-existent?
Non-existent.
Really? Okay. All right. And so you're saying that through scientific evidence is what made you believe it?
Correct. That I don't believe.
Right. What is that evidence?
Well, there's not any evidence, and the Bible is supposed to be infallible, but if you go into the Bible, it says, like, it's God breathed, but people are erronious, and I think that, there can be errors in the Bible, and nobody can prove that, the flood existed, or, that God rose on the third day.
Okay.
Not until I see proof.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Have a good day. Like, what faith do you practice? If I interview you for a class project? Okay.
Sure, why not?
Thank you. Thanks.
If I help you get a grade, why not?
Thanks. I appreciate that. Do you consider yourself a Christian?
No,
No. Okay.
not like in. No, I'll just say it without any.
How do you view Jesus?
Open-minded.
Okay.
Not really like any particular believer or anything like that, but I don't disbelieve either.
Okay.
So I've got an open-minded.
Would you practice any, like, you have a faith that you follow?
If I was to fully follow one, I would stick with Buddhism.
Really?
Yeah, due to the fact that they never ask their God for anything. They always just take what they get. They're very humble people. And the way they believe, like the way they treat nature and everything like that, they believe animals have a soul. And once the animal passes on, the soul becomes human. That's why when their people pass, they give them a sky burial, which is hiking them up a sacred mountain, throwing them on the top, and allowing the animals to finish the job and allowing their soul to enter the earth to restart again. And it sounds very good to me because I really enjoy nature and really enjoy taking care of everything.
Personally, have you ever had anything in your life that has made you follow that, or like any personal connection, like anything that stuck out in your life that's made you feel the way you do? Personal experiences?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain.
That's all right.
I was baptized Lutheran,
Really?
and I was mainly given the option to learn and believe and try to look at everything. And the way I started looking at it, the way I started to study into it, I just I feel my connection to my spirit, my soul. I feel that connection to the earth, and I feel that, this is just your character. Your body's your character.
Let me ask you this: your family, what faith are they?
Oh, jeez. My grandma is devoted Catholic.
So how do they feel about? I guess third question would be, how do they feel about?
She said she's Lutheran.
Grandma's Lutheran?
That's what she said.
Oh, okay, Lutheran.
Like, how do they take your religion?
They actually like it.
They're open to it?
They're very open to it
Good.
because we're very open-minded family. So we really kind of like accept everybody's views, and we understand that, because we can't get full proof doesn't mean there's nothing out there. So we always keep everything open, and we allow each of us to talk about what we want. And that's a great thing because it allows everybody to see everybody's views, which allows everybody to think about it in a slightly different way.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your
Yeah,
time.
no problem.
Excuse me, man. Do you mind if I interview you for a class project? Do you consider yourself a Christian?
No, I was sorry.
Do you know anything about Jesus? Like where do you think Jesus is today? Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, I'm here. I ran into my good friend Anthony Martino.
You consider yourself a Christian?
Yes, I do.
How do you view Jesus? Or where is he today?
He's everywhere.
Good. What do you have any doubts about being a Christian?
No.
Good. In the Bible, there were all these stories about God or Jesus talking to people. Nowadays, do you feel that God still talks to people?
Yes, I do.
How so?
I mean, it depends on who you are, but I mean, he talks to everybody every day in different ways.
Thank you.
Here with Miss Rochelle Martino, my good friend. Do you consider yourself a Christian?
Yes,
How do you view Jesus, or like where is he today?
he is omnipresent. He is everywhere.
Do you ever have any doubts about being a Christian?
No. As a matter of fact, in your time of need, that's when you allow it, and he will always be there.
I agree with that. I'll ask the same question I asked Anthony. Do you, like in the Bible, there's all these stories about God and Jesus talking to people. Today, do you feel he still talks to people?
Yes.
How so?
Well, he talks to me all the time.
Really?
You have to have a constant relationship with him on a daily basis. It's like nurturing any other relationship. He'll convict your heart of what you need to do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you mind if I interview you for a project? I'm going for school in religion.
How long is that?
Not long at all.
Okay.
Do you consider yourself a Christian?
I do.
You did? How do you view Jesus, or where do you think he is today?
In here.
Do you have any experience? Do you ever have any doubts about Christianity?
I do sometimes, just from all what's going on in here.
Yes, ma'am. Let me ask you this. In the stories of the Bible, we have all these stories of God or Jesus talking to people in the Bible. Do you feel he still talks to people today?
I do.
You do? How so?
I feel that he talks to me sometimes, especially when there's a lot of things going on in my life. I talk to him all the time.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, sir. Real quick for a project you're doing for school.
Sure, why not?
Do you consider yourself a Christian?
I know I am.
All right. How do you view Jesus? Where do you think he is today?
He's on the right hand of the Father.
Yes, sir. You ever have any doubts about being a Christian?
At times I have, but not anymore.
What were those doubts? Or what made you?
I just wasn't learned enough, and maybe I messed up and did something I know I shouldn't. You know how Satan comes against you and use every little thing against you?
Yes, sir.
But no doubt in my mind, if I dropped dead right now, I'd be in the arms of Jesus.
Let me ask you this. In the Bible, we have all these stories of God and Jesus talking to people in the Bible. Do you feel he still talks to people today?
Definitely.
How so?
Speaks to your heart. I've heard of people that have an audible voice. I've never heard an audible voice, but I have been in situations where he spoke to me and I knew he was speaking to me in that small, still voice.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
I bless him very quickly.
Very good. It's okay.
Well, what is it?
On religion. Okay. You consider yourself a Christian? No. How do you view Jesus?
I'm personally not religious, not really atheist or any of that.
Okay. What is it that's made you believe the way you do?
Things wouldn't be so bad in the world if there was someone. Sorry.
Interesting. So Do you think Jesus was a real person? Do you think he existed?
I think he was, and then people just warped the idea in their own mind, like over time, like playing the telephone.
What about the Bible? How do you view the Bible? Is it credible? Not credible?
Part of it is, I think, well, a lot of it is.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, speaking to
Okay, you do? Alright, do you consider yourself a Christian? Do you consider yourself a Christian?
no.
No? What religious background do you come from?
Why are you asking all this question?
I'm doing a project for school.
It's a private question.
Yes, sir. Do you not want to participate? It's fine.
No.
Okay, sorry. Excuse me, you have something you got interviewed for a class project? You were Alright.
Sorry, man.
No problem. You got an interview for a class project? No. Okay, sorry. Excuse me, sir. Do you think I could ask you a couple questions? I'm doing for a class project. It's on the word. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. You consider yourself a Christian?
Okay.
How do you view Jesus?
Oh, he's my, he's number one. He's our savior.
Where do you think he is today?
He's in heaven.
Do you ever have any doubts about being a Christian?
Oh, not at all.
In the Bible, we have all these stories where God or Jesus is talking to people in the Bible. Do you think he still talks to people today?
Of course. He answers our prayers all the time.
Okay. All right. Then you just answered my next question. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay. Do you consider yourself a Christian?
Yes.
Do you? Where do y'all see Jesus is today? Where do you think he is?
Oh, he's here with us every day.
Really? Do y'all ever have any doubts?
No, that's to the fullest.
Well, in the Bible, we've got all these stories where Jesus or God was talking to people. Do you think he still talks to people today?
Oh, he told everybody. I mean, as long as you believe in him, you know. At least try to listen to him and he'll talk to you.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Key word in life, patience is a virtue. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Okay. All right. Do you consider yourself a Christian?
What do you consider us Christians?
Catholic? Okay. How do you... Here, get a little closer so you can hear. How do you view Jesus?
The way everybody else does?
Which is what? How do you personally see him? Where do you think he is today? Okay. Do you ever have any doubts?
No.
No. Good. Interview you and ask you a couple questions? No? Okay. Thank you. Can I interview you real quick for a project I'm doing for school?
Not right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here's my friend Bryce Reynolds buying his girlfriend a Christmas card. Bryce, you consider yourself a Christian?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, you do?
Yeah.
How do you view Jesus?
Great man. Or, he's not a man, great person.
Where's Jesus today?
In heaven, man.
All right. Do you ever have any doubts about being a Christian?
No.
In the Bible, we have all these stories where Jesus or God is talking to people. Do you think he still talks to people today?
Duh.
Yeah.
Every day, man.
How so?
I mean, he answers prayers.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Can you give us one rebel when you yell?